Yo, it's D.Arthur in the building. I'm talking to you guys today about semen retention. I'll never be the same again. When you start going on a longer streak of semen retention, you start realizing the things that you were doing in the past, you may never do it again. You'll never be the same, and this is a very good thing. Your values are changing. Your mindset is changing. What you care about is changing. And you're not going to be the same again. You won't be the same like you were before. The ambition is getting to you. You have a sense of urgency now. You have a mission and calling to make your life as great as it can be. So now you can't even entertain very small things. Some might find this absurd. Some might think this is absurd. But now you're in the quote unquote, you're in the vibration of just good things coming to you. Your life is getting a lot better. Things are getting a lot better. And now you're definitely not going to, there's no way you can just entertain mediocrity anymore. There is too much ambition that is sifting through your body. It's just going through the corpse of your bones, your bloodstream, everything. You're becoming renewed again. You actually have hope. You start having hope. The difference between depression and not depression is just going on retention for at least 30 days. If you've been on PMO, if you beat off recently, you're not going to feel the same as a man who's been on retention for 30 plus days. It is a night and day difference, and this is why I keep making these type of videos, because there's just a whole new difference. You're more enthusiastic. You have enthusiasm for life. You have passion for life. You start thinking different. You start thinking about what's possible. You have ambition. You want to earn more money. You want to become more ambitious. You want to provide for more people. You just want to become the 2.0 version of yourself. And this is what's happening. There is corpse of positivity streamlining through your entire body. And now you can't help but become great. You can't help but become great. You're getting woman attraction as well too. Women see you are starting to see you as a complete man, instead of just like a man who's just a friend. They start seeing you as a real man. They start seeing you as someone who can speak his mind, has boundaries, can be charismatic, can escalate, and you're getting more woman attraction because your behavior is changing. Your confidence is becoming through the roof. You're no longer the person that you used to be. You're no longer the boy that used to be. You're becoming a man. You'll never be the same again. The bottom line is, what the most different thing about retention as opposed to when you weren't on retention, your positivity and enthusiastic life mindset, and your ambition and how you're thinking. You start thinking a little bit more with a little more ambition. You start becoming more ambitious. The ambition is, everybody can see the ambition through you. The way you work out is different. The way you operate your business is different. The way you have a sense of urgency. You start putting pressure on yourself to perform. Because the bottom line is, guys are just not putting enough pressure on themselves and not holding themselves accountable to perform to their highest level. They're too easy on themselves. They're not giving themselves any sense of urgency. They say things like calm down, or just wait, or things will work themselves out, blah, blah, blah. When you're on retention, there's no chill button. There's no pause button. You are full go. You have so much in you to offer. Your mind is like ringing with things that you have to do to just prioritize your life to become the best it can be. And now you don't even understand what pause is or what chilling is. You can't. You have too many things to do. You can't entertain your time for everyone. You can't entertain every single thing. You have too many things going on. You actually have realistic belief that some of the things that you want are actually going to happen, and now you're making way from them based off of what you're doing, your habits. When you're not on retention, you start thinking like a sorry MFer. You start thinking like someone who's sorry. You start making excuses. You sit on your butt all day and then you complain as to why your life isn't where you want it to be. You complain about every single thing other than looking at yourself and realizing what you can do to change this. This is the sorry, pathetic way some people start thinking. They make themselves the victim. They will do everything in their power to justify their failures. Never really looking at themselves and holding themselves accountable. Never looking at themselves and holding themselves accountable. They can never do this. You can't ever sit with yourself and actually realize that your success and failure is solely based on you, because you can't take accountability. You were never told to take accountability. You were always told that it's someone else's fault. It's the conditions. It's just the way it is. This is what they said to you, and you believed it. And now this is how you're acting. Once you start maturing emotionally, you start realizing that, hey, maybe whether I'm winning or losing is solely based on me. You weren't serious enough. You didn't put too much thought into it. You didn't put too much effort into it. You didn't have enough belief. This is why you stay the same. So the bottom line is, go on retention and change your life. Semen retention can completely change your life. Completely pendulum swing. If you take a guy who's sorry for himself, who's not ambitious, who has a very negative and pessimistic mindset, and then you take him on a retention journey, abstaining from PMO for 30 days, I promise you, there's going to be some things different about that man. He will be a little bit differently than he used to be. He's going to have a little bit more enthusiasm. He's going to have a little bit more positivity. He's going to be optimistic. His body might become better, and he has more positivity, enthusiasm for life. This is just the difference. Guys all day pout about certain things. Pout. All they do is pout. All they do is justify why they're losing. Once you start holding yourself you start holding yourself accountable, and you start holding yourself to a standard, things finally may change. Once you hold yourself accountable, once you hold yourself to a standard, because guys are not holding themselves to a standard. Matter of fact, they don't even have a standard. They don't even know what standards are. They don't care enough. They're too occupied with things that don't matter. They like staying the same. They like being overlooked. They like not being taken seriously by anybody. This is how the common man thinks of himself. The common man thinks of himself someone who's pathetic, and he's acting the way. How you think about yourself is how you're going to act. So you might as well think yourself highly and act highly. People will reciprocate how you think about yourself based off how you think about yourself. So think about yourself in the greatest light. Think about yourself as the most positive, optimistic, ambitious person on planet Earth, and act on these creeds every single day. You will see a difference. People will notice you. Women will notice you. The woman attraction is crazy. The attraction in general is crazy. Your life finally is on the up and up, quote unquote. They think semen retention is a joke. This is the amplification of your greatest life ever. The amplification of your greatest life ever. Like I said, take a man who's just relapsed recently, put him on semen retention for at least 30 days, abstain from PMO, working out consistently, meditating. He will be a different man. His mindset is shifted. They start to realize that the things that you want, the Most High wants as well too, and he is acting in the background, helping you get the things that you want. It has to be this way. This is the only way you can think about life now. There has to be some sort of invisible divine intervention, some sort of intervention that's helping you get what you want. The reason why guys don't get to where they want is because they don't have any belief in the extraterrestrial. They don't have any belief in the infinite. They think they're all alone. They think they have to do all these things themselves, which is not the case. There is invisible entities helping you. There is invisible entities helping you. If you believe it, the bottom line is guys don't believe it. They say things, how is that going to work? Does that work? How are these things going to work out? That's not for you to worry about. The moment you start worrying about it is how things don't work, because you're showing a lack of faith. You're thinking too logically. You have to let things go. You have to let things go. There's this quote unquote metaphor where there's like some sort of bob that if you keep pressing on it, it's going to drown in the water. But if you let go of it and allow it to be, it's gonna start floating in the water. This is how you have to start looking at your life. Realize that there's always never gonna be a clear picture. Just realize that be control of the things that you can't control. Let the rest work itself out. You will thank yourself later. But if you're too dependent on why it's not working or how it can be or how things will happen, you're not embodying your truest version. You're living from your ego, and things will never work out for you. With that being said, like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Click on the link down below. There have been some comments about the online dating blueprint and how it's helped guys with their dating life. Realize that there's also mentorship included with that, which will help you in the best way possible with all your questions, because I know guys have a lot of questions. So with that being said, like, comment, and subscribe. See you in the next video. Peace.